Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Mortanius, and we are back with some more Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition on the Xbox Series X. Time of recording is 12:01 a.m. to Thursday, October 31st, 2024. Last left off, we had finally finished off Kasumi Goto's loyalty mission and managed to deal with Donovan Hawk. Also managed to retrieve her gray box. Held quite a bit of memories. At least the way she tells it. We also are privy to a few more memories than we really needed. That was more their business than anything. And she chose to keep it and go off the grid. I take no issue with it as long as whatever that is does not come back to bite us. Came back to the Citadel and finally reinstated ourselves with the Council, which were ecstatic to hear we were working with Cerberus. They like to say for Cerberus, but we all know better, don't we? As I said, they reinstated my Spectre status, and they only require that I keep my actions out to the Terminus system so they don't have to deal with any political fallout. So naturally, they have no desire to deal with any of the problems that are actually taking place in this galaxy. We'll just chalk half of it up to the fact that they actually are dealing with millions on this station and go from there. And now we're just in the process of continuing to work on our team / solve this collective problem. So if you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, a follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists. Sorry about that. Check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory cruise. Council members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion 2 years ago.
Stop at these little terminal kiosks for news about the galaxy.
The attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress has generated a swift but confused response. Aid vessels have been sent, but it is not clear whether there are survivors. The Council offered its sympathy, but regretted that it could not become involved in a purely human matter.
I could understand that. Yes, human counselor and whatnot, but couldn't be involved in a purely human matter. Couldn't be involved in a purely Tyrian, Solarian, or Asari matter. It is one of those things. Now, if it is one of those problems that should draw the Council, that's different. But as far as the public eye is concerned, it shouldn't draw the Council.
Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report. Since Eden Prime, an initial surge in patriotic enlistments was followed by a downturn, as the public became skeptical that the Alliance can match Geth technology.
I can understand why, considering how fast that all happened at the Battle of the Citadel. And if people think that it's Geth technology in their mind, we're woefully outclassed. But that only reinforces the fact that we need more people and we need more skill.
Charles Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party and former Alliance Parliament candidate, has pled guilty to tax evasion. He is in custody pending sentencing.
I don't remember ever hearing that. Saraceno was the guy we spoke to in the first game who was talking about Terra Firma and Shanxi and whatnot on the Citadel.
The Shepherd Scholarship has gone into effect, targeting low-income children on Earth, where the most famous human in the galaxy allegedly had a difficult childhood. The scholarships have allowed several dozen young men and women to leave gangs and join the military or enroll in school.
Good. far as I'm concerned, if you find yourself in the gang, get out now, or you've effectively chosen to move in and that's where you live.
An independent inquiry is investigating a group known as Cerberus in light of charges made by one Corporal Toombs and testimony by an apparent Cerberus scientist. A researcher known only as Dr. Wayne has been promised immunity and has suggested Cerberus may also be tied to the death of Admiral Kohoku several years ago.
Oh, look at that.
The Systems Alliance Parliamentary Subcommittee for Transhuman Studies has awarded reparations for biotics suffering complications from L2 implants. Subcommittee Chairman Burns thanked biotics everywhere for their patience and understanding and promised more help for those forgotten by the system until now.
Now, you'll hear some of these as you go. You just never know which ones you'll actually hear. That's why I'm actually getting them out the way now. You'll hear new ones as we go.
The Tyrian government is considering further reparations to humans whose ancestors died in the Relay 314 incident at Shanxi. The Tyrian government previously made reparations from what humans call the First Contact War, but refused to pay interest. The Turian hierarchy has supported improved relations with humanity since the Alliance's heroic sacrifice defending the Citadel from Saren's attack 2 years ago. A council inquiry has concluded that a combat VI that went rogue on Luna was not intentionally upgraded to full AI status. Alliance members have maintained that the VI was for combat testing purposes only. Given these findings, it is unlikely any charges will be filed.
You don't remember that actually being a news thing either. Wonder if some of those were taken out or if it was like a glitch or something.
Biomedical firm Certa Foundation is reporting a medical breakthrough against a new strain of interspecies influenza. The development comes as a result of samples contaminated during a biotic attack on their research center 2 years ago. Fortunately, there were few casualties.
No, there were no casualties. What? Oh my God. Alright.
Celebrations are planned across Terra Nova for the upcoming anniversary of the thwarted terrorist attack on the colony. Former hostage Kate Bowman is expected to read a thank you message to Alliance soldiers who rescued her. The Batarian terrorist responsible for the attack on the colony, known only as Balak, remains at large.
That's to bring down the Sky DLC for the first game. Asteroid X-57.
The Shepherd Memorial on Akuz is expected to open next year, once the area is declared safe for visitors. Admiral Stephen Hackett will preside.
There are more of these than I
Explorer
thought.
ships have reported seeing vessels of an unknown make, but whose silhouette strongly resembles ancient Rachni ship profiles. The few ships sighted have been small scouting vessels that rapidly retreated. The Council has pledged a full investigation. The Asari Shaira, more commonly known as the Consort, has declined to name the next race likely to gain Council membership. However, she suggested an announcement could come soon.
Good Lord, you people are ridiculous with that woman.
Commander Shepard. He uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the Geth army, and died in the final days of the fight. Or did he? Witnesses report seeing him alive on Omega. 2 years after a Geth attack nearly destroyed it, the colony of Zoo's Hope has announced plans for an expansion. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams, who died fighting Saren on Vermeer, was posthumously awarded the Solarian Silver Dagger and the Turian Nova Cluster. Williams served proudly with non-human crew members and was once heard to say, "Human or alien, we're all just animals." She is the first Alliance soldier to receive either award.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Later today, we interview Counselor Anderson. The tireless former soldier has put down his guns to build bridges with numerous trade treaties. Tune in and find out what the man behind Commander Shepard's rise to fame thinks is the greatest threat to intergalactic stability.
I hear you, Shepard. It's wild. I wouldn't mind catching that report. You might have something useful to say.
The Destiny Ascension has completed its 20-colony victory cruise.
Oh, thank
Council
God.
members aboard thanked Human Alliance soldiers for their efforts in repelling Saren's invasion.
That was just so very much. Now, what we're doing now is roaming around the lower levels of the Citadel for one particular reason. Right. You too.
The attack on the human colony of Freedom's Progress has generated a swift but confused response. Aid vessels have been sent, but it is not clear whether...
Welcome to Sarenus Applications. Can I interest you? Ah, Shepard!
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. Even a senile Hanar would remember the human who fought off the Geth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
I'd like to buy something.
Oh, it's all automated these days. There's a catalog interface over there.
If everything's automated, why are you here?
Customer service. Sweeping out the store, carefully explaining things to the technologically illiterate. It's stunning how many people think that light moves faster through expensive fiber optic cables than it does through cheap ones.
You know, I use quite a bit of software in my line of work.
It's a shame so few understand their own equipment. Besides the most obvious point-and-go nav interfaces anyway.
You wouldn't believe how often I hear, "Why's the ship turning around? We're only halfway there."
Oh, I would.
You know, I like your products. Any interest in an endorsement from the human who defeated Saren?
I'd be thrilled. But I don't think I could afford to pay you for it.
Don't worry about it. What if we just work out a discount?
Absolutely. Just speak into my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
That will be splendid. I can edit that and have it working right away. Thank you so much.
Time to go shopping. Alright. Yes, ablative VI. Most definitely increased shields, barriers, and armor by 10%.
This is valuable.
And tech damage upgrade, 10%. Shield upgrade took place immediately. Some of the upgrades you get take place immediately, some don't. It's them again.
What do you think, Michael? Maybe the immunobooster? It's supposed to help with alien bacteria.
We can get whatever you'd like for little Jake, Rebecca.
Wait, the immunobooster can delay muscle development in high-gravity environments. What if that hurts him?
In the last game, you remember two people, Michael and Rebecca. A widow and the brother of the dead husband who was an Alliance soldier. She was pregnant and her son had a birth defect, and there was treatment that would be not as invasive, but it would be pretty much an extremely long-term treatment, if not lifelong. But there was a cure. Thing is, the cure didn't have a high chance of working, and it had the chance of causing other problems later on. But in order for the cure to take place, he had to get the cure then, in utero, if memory serves. Needless to say, we went with her choice. It wasn't exactly his kid, but it also wasn't entirely his responsibility. But he didn't want to let his little brother he didn't want to let his little brother's kid just go. He didn't want to let him go. I can respect it at least. Did want to at least protect regardless.
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Certa Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
I'd like to buy something.
Purchases are made through our catalog interface. It's over there.
Alright. Let's go ahead and go through this.
If everything's done by catalog, why are you here?
Customer service, returns, exchanges, and group rates. We also find that sales are better when there's someone to personally interact with. Though I'm not sure why a human company exclusively hires Asari to work their stores.
It's because they know business.
Tell me about your store.
The Certa Foundation is a human organization known for its genetic therapy regimens and genetically engineered products. Certa is probably best known for the development of Medigel.
Yep. We sure are. Something that's so good that it being so illegal is ignored by the council itself.
I couldn't help but notice your prices. They seem a bit steep.
With respect, the Foundation is not concerned with profits. A portion of our sales funds research to cure genetic diseases.
You know what would make your services more popular? An endorsement from the man who defeated Saren.
Oh Oh my! You're Shepard, aren't you? I would be glad to give you my employee discount if you would do that for us.
It's a deal.
Just speaking to my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I'll work it into our advertising at once. Thank you.
No, thank you. More metagel.
This might be
I'll
useful.
take it. And life support webbing armor. So I just got some leg pieces armor. They'll be useful. No point in that for now. No point in that for now.
Just got a refund and exchange, and I was told to pick up a new Omnigel converter here.
I don't think you have the right place.
No, they said to go to the warehouse. This is the warehouse.
In Mass Effect 1, when we were in the markets, there was a guy who was trying to return a toaster. This is the same guy. This is the same Solarian. I am not joking with you.
I'm Commander Shepard.
Well, actually,
and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
So yeah, now that happens every time I go into a store. I've said that, and well, that might not be the same Solarian, but that is the same guy. I could swear it is though.
When I checked, my credit kit was gone.
We'll deal with that when we come across that moment. But as you see, we pick up missions from Ambience again, just like we used to.
Difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report. Since even
Or Ambiance, rather. That's how I'd rather put it, Ambiance, yes.
I hear this is the best place for food on Zakara Ward.
You heard wrong. This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
Alright, Tyrion Shepard. Alright, various quality cuisine items to prepare diplomatic dinners aboard starships. Written by another human. Written by a human author, Drew Karpyshyn. The popular military historical novel Ascension focuses on several lives warped or destroyed by the human survivalist cult Cerberus. Huh. I don't remember that. Revelation is a popular military historical novel written by a human. Sorry about that, I got a notification. Written by a human writer, Drew Karpyshyn, that dramatizes human conflicts and political expansion following the 2148 discovery of the Protean mass relay on Pluto and the beginning of human galactic expansion. Actually, yeah, exploration. So now the cook has been handled. Where are you? There, wait. There you are. Nope, not yet. Hold up.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Damn,
Since these
wasn't
stores
trying
are
to do
owned by
that
the
yet.
council, do government employees get a discount?
Yes, in fact. What's your position?
I'm a Spectre.
That is quite a prestigious role. It is my pleasure to extend the government employee discount to you, Spectre. Please, feel free to check the updated prices. Welcome back.
These stores are owned by the Citadel, right?
That's correct. Citadel souvenirs outlets are owned by the council government. The profits generated by sales are used to maintain the station. We offer an assortment of decorations suitable for display in your personal quarters.
I'd like to buy something.
My apologies. I do not make sales. I'm here to answer questions and process returns and exchanges. To make a purchase, browse our electronic catalog over there.
Don't know who it is. I don't know if you folks have ever seen Young Justice, but I swear that is the voice actress who plays Artemis. Got an ear for these things.
These stores are owned by the Citadel, right?
That's correct. Citadel souvenirs outlets are owned by the council government. The profits generated by sales are used to maintain the station. We offer an assortment of decorations suitable for display in your person.
Weird.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, citizen.
Space hamster. As you see, you can get fish, of course, from the hamster. Hold off on the fish for now.
Or maybe a model ship?
How is a model ship supposed to remind me of the Citadel?
It's festive, and you like ships.
I'm an engineer, honey. I look at ships all day.
It's festive and you like ships. Okay, almost done with the Citadel. Hit this 1 or 2 last stores for a weapon upgrade.
Charles Saraceno, leader of the Terra Firma Party, and...
What can I do for you?
I thought weapons were restricted on the Citadel now.
Carrying them around is. Selling them isn't. We store them in off-site containers and deliver them to your ship. People who have permission to carry, like CSEC, can walk out with them.
I like that.
If everything's done by catalog, why are you here?
Rodham believes in salesmanship, the personal touch. Some say we're old-fashioned. We recognize that adventure traveling is a niche, a small, tight-knit community.
I agree. But, like you said, personal touch.
I'd like to buy something.
Try our electronic catalog interface. That kiosk over there.
Tell me about your services.
We sell quality hunting supplies, which you'll need when you purchase one of our adventure travel packages. Imagine it, human. The break of day. You and your team have been stalking a Shatha for 5 days. In that time, it's killed 4 men. You see it? Line it up. Take the shot. Blam! It's down. You're the hero. That's what we offer. Not a vacation, but an experience.
Definitely a salesman.
Your expeditions might be a little tame for me.
Tame? A human can hardly take down a Pharaoh Varen, let alone a Shatha. Who do you think you are?
Well, my name's Shepard, and...
The Shepard? The one that put down Saren Arterius?
Oh, you do know me.
By the spirits. Shepard, in my store. I don't suppose I could convince you to record an advertisement for me.
Sure you could. Can we work out a discount?
A discount? I'd name my firstborn after you if you ask. Can we record it now? Just speak towards my console.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Ha ha! No other gun shop has that kind of endorsement.
He is not wrong. No other gun shop has that kind of endorsement. Yeah, I had to remind myself, a lot of these weapons you are actually supposed to be able to fabricate later with resources, platinum, all of that. SMG damage, definitely. Starting to go broke. Incisive sniper. Quadruple 6. We'll go with that.
Have you tried Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 billion players now.
Okay, Space Final Fantasy. I always forget
Do you have any games
that.
you'd like to trade in? You get 2 credits toward a new game.
Welcome to Game Exchange Space Edition.
Shepard, you've recently been dead. Don't you deserve the quality and distinction of a traditional Asari burial robe? Anata's mortuary offers the finest quality burial robes, hand-spun by skilled Asari artisans. Anata's will help you leave a good-looking corpse.
A good looking corpse. And here we go.
The people want to hear your story, Shepard.
No doubt.
Khaleesa been seen in Al Jalani, Westerland News.
I remember.
I interviewed you 2 years ago when you first became a Spectre. You presented your case very well on camera. Do you have a minute?
What, so you can try to do another smear job on me?
Now, Shepard, you may object to my methods, but we're on the same side. You're bad, you're news. I just want to give your story its due. Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to assist the Destiny Ascension, costing hundreds of human lives, and securing the continued dominance of the Citadel Council.
The Turians lost 20 cruisers. Figure each had a crew around 300. The Ascension, the Asari dreadnought we saved, had a crew of nearly 10,000.
But surely the human cost.
The Alliance lost 8 cruisers. Shenyang, Emden, Jakarta, Cairo, Seoul, Cape Town, Warsaw, Madrid. And yes, I remembered them all. Everyone in the 5th Fleet is a hero. The Alliance owes them all medals. The Council owes them a lot more than that. And so do you.
Commander Shepard, first human Spectre. Hero of the Battle of the Citadel. Check vid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
And that's what you get. Now that we've dealt with Miss Al-Jalani,
You know what's good? Alliance
we can head out.
The battles are pretty realistic, but it's still fun. And you can install it on an Omni tool.
That's wild. So what, do people like play video games one-handed now? Could you use the other hand for the Omni tool? I'm just trying to imagine Mass Effect's version of Dark Souls.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Ah, Samesh Bhatia, thank you again. Commander Shepard, Mr. Udina offered to pass on a message for me. I wish to again express my thanks for your assistance in retrieving my wife's body. While nothing can ever banish the pain of losing Nirali, being able to see that her body was treated properly helped me more than you can imagine. I have opened the restaurant that my wife always wished to start back on Earth. Nirali's picture hangs on the wall, and Alliance soldiers eat for free. It is the least I can do to honor the courage with which both you and my wife have served humanity. Sincerely, Samesh Bhatia. As he said, we helped him get his wife's body back in the first game. She died on Eden Prime as a part of the 212, Ashley's unit. They were keeping her because her wounds were unusual. They had a few bodies like that with unusual wounds, but the wounds were unusual. They wanted to learn, and they were keeping her body for that exact fact. But either his personal desires or his religious beliefs, I'm not sure, got in the way. Well, his personal desires obviously, did, but I'm not sure if his religious beliefs did or didn't. But he wanted her back. I could respect it. I decided to help him out. The Incisor is one of a new wave of military and police sniper rifles designed to overload the active defenses such as shields. Firing 3 shots with each pull of the trigger, the Incisor's burst is so fast that all 3 rounds will be in the target by the time the barrel has moved a millimeter, increasing its stopping power without sacrificing accuracy. As an added benefit, the noise of the burst is comparable to a single rifle shot in duration, making it no easier to locate the sniper by sound. Oh, I thought I had read this one. The Medic is a semi-automatic hybrid weapon with an assault rifle, low heat production, and a sniper rifle's punch. Though it does not have a sniper rifle's precision scope, marksmen favor its increased power over that of an assault rifle to bring down hardened targets. Its lack of a full auto setting is advertised as a feature rather than a shortcoming, since it curbs the soldier's tendency to spray inaccurate fire under stress. I would like rapid fire with that, personally. We'll deal with that when we come to it.
I'm receiving quarantine warnings about the slums where Dr. Morton Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed messages between mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlight that may have information on him.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
Go on in. We were expecting you. You be inside. What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Nothing like mingling with the locals, huh? Welcome to Afterlife. Not really my thing, but I'm sure some of y'all enjoy it.
I knew a bar out on the front that looked like this. Me and some friends got stupid one night. Long story short, tempers flared, followed by pistols. We all got out, except my buddy Narco. Places like this are slaughterhouses, dressed as nightclubs. I shit you not.
And now you see half the reason why it is I have no need for places like this, legitimately. Sarah's Ice Brandy for Dr. Chakwa. Now, any bar you come across in the game, you can get this. I could have got this from the bar on the Citadel. I actually forgot. I'll chip into the local commerce once. All right. And one more. They're free, ain't they? Yeah, yeah. Nah, we're good. Now, I'm sufficiently drunk. Time to go shoot some people.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
That's close enough.
Stand still.
What is this for?
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job.
Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face.
I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions.
You run Omega?
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one ruler. Don't fuck with Aria.
This is reminding me of something. Very interesting.
Sounds like neither of us likes being jerked around.
And on your ship, that would matter. Here, we entertain my preferences.
I have no need to be shooting people, so we'll tolerate it.
So, what can I do for you?
So, you must know what's what on Omega.
Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time.
Aw. She's upset when people want things from her.
Tell me how you got set up here.
That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business.
Made you jump when I asked you that question. Couldn't stay in your chair, huh, Queen? Alright.
One scan and we're straight to business? People are usually more concerned about who I am.
Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you.
That's because Omega's deaf, dumb, and blind. Give it time. They'll learn.
I'm looking for Morden Solus. You know where I can find him?
The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you.
Interesting.
What can you tell me about him?
Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really need to find him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course.
Yeah, all right.
Thanks for the information.
Yes. Just try not to bring the plague back with you.
Not to go. Few things before we keep going. Look at who it is here.
Commander Shepard? Is that you? I'd heard you were... I'm Helena Blake. We met a few years ago. I don't expect you'd remember. You removed 2 criminal warlords from power and persuaded me to retire. I'll never forget it.
I remember well. Very well. You thought you had a chance if I chose to try and arrest you. I'll let you know you would have all died.
What brings you to Omega?
What brings anyone to Omega? Opportunity, success, failure, all of the above. I find this place suits me. I can bring it a certain air of civility, I suppose.
And now you're on Omega. Once a criminal, always a criminal, eh?
Oh no, Commander. I retired. I know better than to go back on my word with you. You convinced me to turn my life around. I'm a social worker now, believe it or not.
Huh, really? On Omega. That actually sounds kind of perfect. Painful. Convenient. But if true, perfect idea.
That seems like a hopeless job in a place like this.
Quite the opposite, actually. This place needs it more than most. Doing the good work in a place like this requires that one understand how things truly work, which makes me uniquely qualified.
Well.
That's more noble than I expected.
Noble? No. It's just that someone came along a few years ago and made me see the error of my ways. You convinced me that I could use my contacts and skills for things other than smuggling and exploitation. I thank you for that.
I like that. She says it's not noble because it being noble means I'm doing extra. No, this is just what I should be doing anyway. You kind of helped me see that. I can respect that. It's like how a lot of countries don't like to be tipped. It's like, why are you tipping me for doing my job? Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Well, I'm glad to hear you're keeping out of trouble.
Thank you. This is all to your credit, Commander.
If she's legit, that's cool.
I have to go.
Of course. You must have more important things to do.
That is legitimately cool if she is legit.
The Shepherd Memorial on Akuz is expected to open next year once the area is declared.
Nah, let's keep going. We'll come back. There's more to do, but we'll come back. Now, unlike the old days, you can't run around with your weapons just out. That's not doable in this one. They expect you to be a sophisticated Spectre. Ugh. Have some discipline about yourself and some respectability. I mean, I guess. I can't shoot random civilians and watch their kinetic barriers react anymore.
End is not.
What's up?
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate. With pride, my prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything. Tentatively excited.
I have things to
Okay. Thought I had the ability to talk to him about something else.
Take a look at my
Guest ship model. Capacitor chest piece. Doubles the time limit for hack. You don't actually need this. You really don't. Terminus armor. And the M490 Blackstorm. I might get that at some point. Did I get his sniper rifle upgrade? No, I did not, and I can't get it actually. Not right now. That's alright.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody gets in or out.
You can't keep me out. I live in there.
I'm doing you a favor, lady. If you go in, the guards will cut you down.
You can't do this. Everything I own is in that apartment.
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solus in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
I could partly understand it. It's vicious, but nothing else you could really do.
Any idea where I can find Morden's clinic?
Not a clue. What do you care? The place is quarantined, remember?
Tell me more about this plague.
It starts out as a cough, then you start coughing blood. And, well, then I shoot you. It affects multiple species. Turians, Solarians, Krogan, you name it. Only humans are immune. And Vorcha, if you count them. An airborne disease that takes down multiple races. Can't let that spread. Hence the quarantine.
Who are the Blue Suns?
Mercenary gang that runs the district. At least they used to. The guys are mostly Turian. I heard the plague hit them pretty hard. Now the whole district is up for grabs. I hear the Vorcha are making a move. Plague can't hurt them. Immune to disease. Just one more reason you don't want to go in there.
I didn't think diseases could cross species barriers. Turians and Solarians can't even eat the same food.
Right. Most people figure that it has to be synthetic. Somebody engineered it. And it either got loose, or they're testing it here. And seeing as how humans are immune to the plague and doing a fair bit of looting, a lot of people think humans made it.
Listen, you're stuck here until this quarantine is over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
Alright, we'll go with it. Still, stick with it. If it ain't broke.
You got it. Rearming.
Alright, folks,
Understood.
let's
Loud and
move
clear.
out. Somebody got that fire in the distance. Exhale. Exhale.
Here we go.
Right behind you.
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in. Good luck in there. Blue Suns and Orchard shooting anything that moves.
Shields down.
Sit down! Hell yeah! Blade control at its most basic. Pile the bodies in the street and burn them.
Yep. Draconian. But it still gets the job done, unfortunately. Damn. Missed it. Gotcha.
Tried to claw his way out. Can't say I wouldn't do the same.
Yeah. Can't blame it.
Bastards sealed us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards.
Whoa. What was... Jesus Christ. There's always some random something.
I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too. He's still talking to me though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
I agree on all those counts. Oh, they locked him right behind them doors the second they found out he was sick. That's how it would be in a lot of ways. And you can't entirely blame people, but at the same time, oof.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies drip from your mouth like the blood from my sores. The proof is there for all to see. Your species is the only one that does not succumb to the virus. Yours and the wretched Vorcha.
I need to find Morton Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burn Morton and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you. Can't...
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides, the Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Morden Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
Why or how is he dangerous?
What makes Morden worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
No, they don't.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier?
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
Aren't the Vorcha?
Sorry, human. You... And since humans are the only
I need to find Morden.
I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but
when I find Morden, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I don't want to die. Whatever Morden is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Good luck. Yeah, I thought so. Hakka.
The Blue Suns came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Burned out the circuits, maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
Hard to say how long he's been here. But if he wasn't infected, and he probably died of starvation, maybe even thirst. Three minutes without oxygen, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. That's our species.
That's all of them.
No, it ain't.
Incoming.
Taking cover.
That's why. Yeah, don't let them humans spread that plague.
Taking cover.
Understood. Felt that one.
Sit down. Bubble up. Firing concussive shot.
Not a problem.
Whoa.
Got it. You got it. Right between the eyes.
Right between the eyes.
Here we go.
Understood.
Alright, hit upgrade his health. I think there's also a hackable or collectible. Nope. Thought one of them had like money I'll be able to pick up. There are some around here, just not those ones. Or not in that area. What the hell?
Oh, thank God you're human.
When we saw that door open, we thought those Turians had found us.
No problem. Good to know that y'all are still kicking too, I guess.
Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Why are the Blue Suns hunting you?
We didn't do anything. Pretty much every non-human in the district wants us dead.
They think we caused the plague. Humans aren't getting sick, and that's all the evidence they need. God knows how many of us they've already killed.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
I can understand it. I have to do some research.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
Okay.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick. Then the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
Probably also sticks to armor and clothing.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
Then this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
Records do state he's STG.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Morden's clinic. I'm going to be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vorcha, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
All right. If y'all don't mind, I mean, I am going to get y'all to safety. Now, when I spoke to that Batarian, I actually did use Metagel to help him, so. Did they change that? You actually used Metagel back in the day. Just got an odd notification, folks. Just had to deal with that. I want to be sure I don't miss them.
This might be useful.
Yes, it will.
Right behind you. You bet.
On my way.
Enemies in front. This will put them down.
Hell yeah.
Yep, 2 fights at the same time. Come on, show me your face. I saw you. That'll work. Okay, we'll do it this way.
Easy enough.
Here we go. Okay, I guess he killed that Vorcha, not the Vorcha, the Varen before it got him.
This will put them down.
Sorry about that.
Mount that one.
I mean, he gonna stick it out, bro. I'm actually glad she stopped him. I would have wasted that explosive. Damn it. Bad angle.
This'll put him down.
Night, night.
Got past me before I could.
Engaging target.
Firing an impact shot.
Mount that one.
Here we go.
Not a problem.
Oh wow, right in the quad.
He goes. This will put them down.
Firing an impact shot.
Got no shield.
Perfect. Easy enough. Watch out. Nice, nice.
hate being right here. I'm not actually like in cover. I'm sort of sticking out so they can still shoot me from my like left side that I'm not able to see from. Yeah, go ahead and hop that little short table. I got you. Come on, step out. You know you want to. I said step out.
Be right there. Affirmative.
Yeah, flush.
It seems we've crossed into Vulture territory.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf. Just what I like to see.
No doubt, Zaid. No doubt. First, you say? Who was that?
Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. The plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
Mixed bag to an extent. If my bones can help you, I prefer you take them. But that implies quite a few situations having taken place. This ain't one. Y'all are just looting for yourselves. At least the looting I'm doing is actually to help everybody in the end.
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
Why would I waste bullets?
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turian's trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Doesn't really sound like something you'd do when you had, you know, more than 2 or 3 brain cells at the same time.
Do you know a Solarian named Morton Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
What else can you tell me about the plague?
I don't know. Started about a week ago, I think. Aliens started dying off left and right, and they quarantined the district.
Figured we had to look out for ourselves. Started scoping out some apartments, taking what we could carry.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Guess we didn't really think it through.
No, you didn't. But you made it a point to think it through now with a bit of assistance. So, it's all good.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Blue Suns used to keep them down. But with all the Suns getting sick, the Vorcha are making a push to take over the district. Don't know who's gonna come out on top. We just want to stay the hell out of the way.
Something I gotta remind myself to do at the end of this conversation.
Tell me everything you know about Morton Solus.
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up a gunshot wound for free, then kick your ass and throw you out when you try to grab a few painkillers.
Be honest, man. You kinda had that coming.
No way he's just a doctor. No doctor puts down a Blue Sun squad like that.
All I know is if you go to his clinic, don't cause any trouble.
Oh, so don't start nothing, won't be nothing, huh? I can respect the philosophy.
The Blue Suns control this district, right?
Well, they used to, before the plague wiped half of them out. Seems like it won't be long until the Vorcha finish them off. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry to see them go. Blue Suns ran a tight ship, kept the district in line for the most part.
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while, get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
Don't make me come back here. Or I'll ask you to run your pockets. The longer it takes, the more holes you end up with.
Be right there.
Here we go.
I always have a hard time remembering that that's over there. Why? Who knows? But I do. But it's crazy though, because when they say right around the corner,
All over but the
they
cleanup.
legitimately mean right around the corner.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
Yeah.
Good call.
Morton's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Alright.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick.
Morton saved my life. I owe him everything.
Professor, we're running
Thanks.
low on toxin.
Use Milano. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping in vegetarians. Supplement with butemerol.
Malnarin and butylenol. Got it.
Senesine is the catalyst. Bonds to genetic markers. Hard to find. Expensive to mass produce. Why not Heplicor? Too unstable. Inconsistent results. Demazine better option. No, no, no. Demazine toxic to humans. Not an option. Not an option.
I'll say this much. All these lives he's saving, he's getting these people ingratiated. He's ingratiating himself to these people to the point that quite a few are probably willing to fight for him. So even if you are willing to be risky, around here you might not really want to be.
This should come in handy.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. One second, Doctor. I'm just gonna rummage around through your cave.
Professor Morton Solus?
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees. No mercenary uniform. Quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague. Investigating possible use as bioweapon. No, no, no. Too many guns. Not enough data, equipment. Soldiers, not scientists. Yes, yes. Hired guns. Maybe. Looking for someone. Yes, yes. But who? Someone important.
Relax, Morton. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No, 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 no. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
Ever heard of an organization called Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Salarian aid?
The Collectors are kidnapping entire human populations. We're gonna find out why and stop them.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
Just once, I'd like to ask someone for help and hear them say, sure, let's go, right now. No strings attached.
Life is a negotiation. We all want. We all give to get what we want.
That sounded troubling.
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before district suffocates. Here, take plague cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
What can you tell me about this plague?
Advanced design. Suspected collectors before you mention them. Purpose seems experimental. Destroys respiratory systems with harmful genetic mutations. Makes sense to avoid humans. Unnecessary to force mutation on human genetic structure for sake of variance.
Unnecessary mutations? What are you talking about?
Possible goal of virus. Testing viable mutation levels in various species. Horrific, but feasible for collectors. Humans known to have diverse genetic background, wider range than other sapient races. Makes sense as control group.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Cowardly, opportunistic scavengers. Not tactical or aggressive. Scale of attack unusual for them. Suspect Vorcha working for collectors. Distributing plague, collecting data. No proof, but theory fits evidence.
I can see that being the case, especially the more and more we learn. And that whole thing about humans being particularly diverse for experimentation, it makes perfect sense. To humans, generally, most of us look generally the same to some extent, depending on our features, but we really are quite a diverse species when you really look at it.
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected Batarians trapped behind Vorcha lines. Daniel went to help. Warned him not to go. Too dangerous. Patients here need him. Snuck out anyway. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
He's probably stubborn as you are, which is probably why you like him.
Have you had any trouble at the clinic?
Nothing major. Blue Suns came for humans, made threats, killed them before things escalated.
For a doctor, you're awfully calm about taking out a group of mercs.
Wasn't always a doctor. Some work the Solarian Special Tasks Group. Can handle myself. Advantage of being Solarian. Turians, Krogan, Vorcha, all obvious threats. Never see me coming.
I can respect it. Ain't nothing like the subtlety of effective misdirection.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Alright, we just got a new pistol. M6 Carnifex hand cannon. Now all pistol users can use it. Have to look at something here in a second. So, M6 Carnifex hand cannon, highly accurate and lethal sidearm, effective against armor, weak against shields and biotic barriers. Upgrade to the Predator heavy pistol. Carnifex is the favorite sidearm of mercenary leaders and includes mercenary tech specialists. An expensive but powerful weapon. Its marketing materials feature a charging Krogan with the slogan, "Don't you wish Carnifex was at your side?" I mean, it's a slogan. Very good pistol though. Slow firing but hard hitting. Where are you? This whole time I let this get away from me. We know all about these other ones.
Driven. A myth common. A myth
Oh, well, let's go with
to
that.
several cultures in the galaxy. Reapers were imagined to be space monsters who consumed entire stars. Archaeologists and mythologists attempting to uncover sources for such myths have yielded little, except interstellar religious themes of all-consuming devils common to primitive cultures.
Didn't have this codex in the first game.
Although they resemble a mammal-reptile cross, the Vorcha have no terrestrial analog. They are humanoid in form, but Vorcha have clusters of non-differentiated neoblast cells, like those of Earth's planarian worms. Damaged Vorcha cells mature into specialized structures to alleviate injury or stress. Transformations include thicker skin following injury, lung adaptation for barely breathable atmospheres, and stronger cardioskeletal muscle under high gravity. Skull capacity and brain size do not change, and Vorcha rarely make more than one somatic overhaul. Vorcha assault each other frequently, causing their young to gain strength, intelligence, and resilience. As a result, Vorcha see inflicting and receiving pain as normal communication. Few Vorcha study professions, in part because their average life expectancy is only 20 years. Because Vorcha can eat and breathe nearly anything, they can live almost anywhere. But racism prevents them from integrating into most societies that dismiss them as vermin. They have few employment options beyond Krogan mercenary bands.
That is quite unfortunate. Because of how that species is designed, it effectively keeps them out of society to the point of them effectively being criminals most of the time.
The Citadel.
That is horrible.
Spectres are
Spectres, that's just the same file from the first game. Yeah.
Originally an asteroid rich in element 0, Omega was briefly mined by the Protheans, who eventually abandoned it due to its thick, impenetrable crust. Thousands of years later, nature did what even the Protheans could not. A collision with another asteroid broke Omega in half, exposing its trove of element 0 for easy mining. A rush ensued as corporations and private individuals tried to strike it rich on Omega, and thieves and outlaws followed in their wake. As space became tight, construction of processing facilities extended vertically from the asteroid, creating Omega's jellyfish-like silhouette. To prevent future collisions, the station is ringed with enormous mass effect field generators that redirect incoming debris. Today, Omega is a major hub of narcotics, weapons, and EZO trafficking, without even a pretense of civilian government or military control. Only mercenary groups have been able to instill a limited order. The most ruthless is an Asari syndicate run by the notorious Arya T'Loak.
And there that is. See if there's one more I want to give y'all before we call it.
The Systems Alliance.
Yeah. Well, hold on.
Element 0.
We know of those.
Element 0. The Systems Alliance UT-47 drop shuttle landing craft holds 12 soldiers in a cramped, uncomfortable cargo bay and 2 more in the cockpit. Officially named the Kodiak, the drop shuttle is better known to Alliance Marines as the Combat Cockroach, due to its appearance and durability. The vehicle's robust environmental sealant technology exposes few vulnerable parts to the elements. First tested in the sulfuric acid clouds and extreme temperatures of Venus, the Kodiak can land in hard vacuum, high pressure, and temperatures from near absolute 0 to over 900 degrees Celsius. A true contragravitic vehicle, the Kodiak's substantial element 0 core allows flight by entirely countering the vehicle's mass. Its small thrusters are for directional control only. So if the mass effect field fails, the vehicle becomes a proverbial 3 million credit coffin. The unarmed shuttle forgoes weaponry space for active masking, electronic countermeasures, and a robust kinetic barrier system, ideal for dropping troops undetected.
Well, there we go about the Combat Cockroach. Well, folks, this is going to be the end of episode 5 of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition on the Xbox Series X. If y'all like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you.